Hi everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone, welcome. I know there's some new faces here. My name is Katie, and in general, I call this station planning my energy because I have a couple chronic illnesses, and I laugh a little bit because over the last year they've popped up more and more. Um, and I'm also neurodivergent and mainly ADHD. And so that's why I'm a little scattered. My thoughts can be all over the place. Also dyslexic, so sometimes I write things wrong. But that's me. And I'm okay with that. So welcome. Welcome, welcome. If I mentioned that I was going to have a different deck that I was pulling from in a different candle last time, I was wrong. There's one more, since this is going out on a Sunday, for the reset that's going to come out, I think, on Halloween. I think that's what I'm going to have time for, because I'll probably film it Monday and release it Tuesday. In general, I release my monthly updates where I go through my monthly calendar, which is here. So we will create this one, make it a little pretty. And yeah, so this last month, actually, I highlighted everything, which I hadn't done in the past. I waited to highlight them at the end. But then I realized, oh, if I just erase where they were, it kind of reminds me that, hey, I had something there and it moved, which actually is visually better for myself. So we'll tackle that later. Not right now. This is the week that we are planning the October 30th through November 5th. My goodness, November is going to go quick. Then December, then the year's over. Whew. I have been enjoying this month, I have to say. I've been trying to take some time to watch some spooky movies and things like that. I think I'm going to do that after I get done with this. I am filming this late on Saturday. I have not had, I've been drinking lots of water, so I'm sorry if I burp every now and then. Having some health flare-ups today. I'm on a new medication for my Crohn's. I also have PCOS. What else do I? Those are the major ones. Over the summer, I had a hysterectomy. Why am I saying all this? Because there are some new faces, and sometimes I don't always talk about it. Sorry, I'm putting that away in my desk because I like to clean up as I go. Excuse me. Again, water. Sorry. Yeah, I usually get infusions every 8 weeks, and now I'm on a new medication. I've taken it for about 3 weeks. Had some not great side effects this last week, so I'm just trying to be really gentle with myself. It's really tiring. So this planning might be a little short. I did do some of my reflections and actions already. I just need to put dots next to them, just to, because I'm a little, like, I just want to tuck up into bed and watch a Halloween movie of some kind. Yeah, so let's get to it. Why don't I pick a card first? I don't like going in a set order, and I pick cards to, if you're new here going, why are you picking a card? It helps guide me through my week. It helps me look at things a little differently. And like this last one was share wisdom. Here, I'll show the card there. And I'm using my shiny black ones because it's Halloween time. And these are, if you didn't see there, let's see. If you're interested, Threads of Fate. They have lots of beautiful decks. They're all foily goodness. I think there's some where, you know, you move them side to side. I heard what that's called. It's like a hologram, but it's from the 90s, 80s, you know, where you just tip it and the whole picture moves. I just saw that term referring to something, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what that's called. That was a couple days ago. So, yeah, anyway, so sharing wisdom this last week, I did have some deep talks with family members, well, the family I live with, and they were deep and they were really productive. That's all I'll share. But I'm really thrilled about that because it's bumpy. It's bumpy as in school's bumpy. School's going to be bumpy because my son is new there and he's getting his bearings. But a lot of wins. A lot of wins, though. Speaking of wins, I also have a podcast that I put out a whole episode on Wednesday about wins. And, ooh, power. Okay. Actually, I like this one with the hands, and then I realized those are teeth. Okay. That's a little spooky. That's the last spooky thing I will share here. I don't need to be having dreams about, Let's not talk about that kind of stuff. I hate the dentist. Because of past abuse. I will just say that. And a lot more dentists are becoming a lot more aware of that, but I do go to the dentist quite often, but it's been very hard to do so. Anyway, power. This is a wand of some kind. So let's see what this is about. Deep breath. Ooh, it's a fire card, of course. 52. And if you really want to read up on it, I will pause. You can pause right here and read through it. I will tip it side to side in case there's a little reflection somewhere. You are more powerful than you could imagine. This card serves as a reminder that within you lies an infinite well of power that you can source whenever you choose. Throughout our lives, we may have given our power to others or had it stripped away, but we always have the ability to call it back. I will read more into this later. But basically, that's about what it's about. So let's do that. So I'm just going to write power up here. Put a little bit of a line there. And then I'm going to do some stickers. So this is, I didn't get my stickers out. So this is my sticker holder. Okay. I had a little change of plans. So this just came with the Sterling ink box of my planners I just got. I was thinking about using these, but I'm going to save those. They're good for November too, right? But these have a little bit more green. They kind of match this a little bit more, and I don't need to like fill up. I can use these all. Anyway, I'm sure most of you, anyone who's ordered in the past little bit here probably got those. So did I need to like yell that? Yeah. What I really enjoyed about this last week was this line all the way across. I loved having this here and all this like right here. I had my like list down below. Yeah, busy week. Yeah, this layout felt really good and I loved all the Halloween stuff. So I'm going to do that again. And yeah. So I'm going to say so a lot. That's just how I operate. We had our car in to get some maintenance done. It felt really good to get that done. I had made the appointment, I think last Saturday. So I might have filmed right after that. Yeah, because I think it was in my planner. And I've really enjoyed like planning up until 10 p.m. I don't plan much in the evenings. So I could probably even do 9. You know what? Because I know this washi tape should come out okay. It's the Laurel Denise one, so slow and steady. There we go. What else? 9 p.m. Because I'm going to bed earlier and earlier, and I would rather have a little bit more room to make lists, because as you saw there, I filled those up. So I went and I have had some, this is just a little curled up, so it's a little hard. Some interesting experiences with car dealerships and fixing shop, you know, any kind of maintenance. I did enjoy having this go all the way across. Here, let me kind of line this up a little bit better. Kind of aim. Why is it so high? Okay. I'm just going to work on this. It's going to work out. Anyway, I think a lot of people have, and I think if you are inexperienced with cars, I'm not totally inexperienced, but if that's not, like, if you do not work on cars yourself, that's the differentiator there. If you don't personally work on the cars, it can be very intimidating going in and talking to people who do, and you're just hoping that they're going to charge you the correct amount. And then, as I said to multiple people when I got done, when we brought the car home, like, I had been going to a different dealership, and yeah, you don't always have to go to a dealership, but I was. It was mainly an oil change, and then some, like, getting the key fob programmed that we had, because our old one went through the washing machine. Yep. Oop. That's going to be cut right there, I guess. What else? Oh, and a headlamp was out, that kind of stuff. So to get to my headlamp, you have to take a tire off. It's just, that's how it goes. But, and I wasn't going to get under my car. Like, I've learned how to change the oil on my old car, as in the car I grew up with. Not this current one. I wouldn't be able to do this current one. Yeah, like my dad showed me how. And I'm glad I learned that. But, yeah, so they're like, yeah, that headlamp, the lamp itself, the bulb itself is $350. I'm like, no. And I said, where can I buy that locally? They're like, yeah, you could probably get it for about 120 locally. And I did. I ran out with my husband's help. He was helping me run around and get it all done. Actually, I don't know if I have room to put this up here. Well, yeah, at the 6 o'clock here. And so we dropped off the car, ran around, got the bulb real quick, brought it back. And I'm like, yeah, they're just going to be 2 different colors. One's going to be a little bluer. Oh, well. Got home after I got it back. We got it back the next day. And I can barely tell. But there was, like, one place said they had it, and then they didn't. And then we had to run up the street to the other one. And they had it, but they didn't have the exact one. So they gave us one that was a little bit more expensive. Okay. I mean, they comped us. They just gave it to us at the lower price, which was nice. So, yeah, so now we have another key fob. And it was like last weekend that the headlight was starting to go. Now, most of the time in the past, I could change a headlight. I could. Like, I understand that it takes some working around to do, but I have a complicated car, so I was also like, please, can you please just do it? Please, thank you. Please and thank you. And they did. Where shall we put this? I feel like it should kind of go here. Now I don't have as long of to-do lists. I will use this area, I think. I had kind of written the estimate for, oh, I had some break work done. That was another thing. I kind of like this in the corner, but I kind of like it for the weekend. Oh, you can actually read some of the words on there. I don't know if you'll be able to see any of that. That's the other thing. I'm using this new phone and I'm about to take it back. And I am surprised myself. It's a brand new iPhone and they've had some like software updates and I just updated it today and I like it. But the camera isn't, I mean, it's better for like people and probably like zoomed in videos and stuff, which I really appreciate. Like taking a video that's zoomed in and not jumping all around, I think is really valuable. It's not helping this filming one bit. Like nothing is really different here, which is surprising to me. I had an iPhone 12 and this is a 15, and I thought there would be some kind of bump difference kind of a thing, but it doesn't feel like it. Let's see if I can get these stickers off. So I'm like, I think I'm gonna take it back. They have a 2-week time period where you can take it back. So I'm gonna put the camera up here. Speaking of cameras, maybe that will be my kind of way of thinking about, but I only have till like Halloween to take it back. So it's either going to be Sunday tomorrow or Monday that I take it back. I've never taken back something this big, like just because like I don't really like it. Like there's usually I'm like, okay, this is what I'm doing, and I really appreciate a lot of things about it, but I don't know. It's just something's not feeling right about it. Let's see. Should I move these? I like these stickers because they're so thin. I am looking at buying more one-off stickers from Sterling Ink. At their cross fingers, her Black Friday sale. Usually, I think in the past it's up to 20%. I don't know this year though. I think she'll do something for Black Friday. I don't know about like, she used to have like her whole store was 20% off. And used to means last year. But she has really grown this last year, so I don't know if that's going to be a thing. And it may not be a thing. So that's going to go there. That feels better. Put some, I don't know if these are, what kind of bottle these are. Little potion bottles, little drink bottles. I don't know. It can be whatever. I feel like I'm saying like happy little tree, but I like this green and that green kind of. These are lighter greens, but this is almost kind of in that family. And then one little, these look like kind of cornflowers to me. I think that takes care of all of them. Let's see. Maybe just have this here in between. Boop. Okay. Yeah, see, it didn't need much. And that's all I have the energy for. I do want some kind of, Maybe I'll just use gray because this green is too bright. Oh, I do have a brown though. That's why I leave the brown in here. So we'll just put some to-do spots here. Keep kind of a running to-do list. And then what really worked last week was this setup. Oh, and I moved the whole thing up. Okay. So I have water, bed, and steps. So I think I want to go here. So water, bed, step, yeah. Put little feet. I'll fill them in this time. Kind of like little exclamation points. A little bed. I have not been sleeping very well. That looks like a sleigh. Let's try to make it a bed. And then water. There. It works. It works. But I like having like that little dashboard there, and then having some more room here will be nice. Okay, so my son doesn't have therapy here because it is Halloween and the therapist is busy as well. So I will put in my therapy. I had to make a bunch of calls about insurance, and we have a thing called EAP benefits, and they really messed that up. They really did. And that was my win this week. When I go to wins here in a moment, when I called on Friday at like 1:30, somewhere between 12:30 and 1:30, I immediately got somebody. I was shocked. I've never gotten somebody on the phone that quickly. So that was a total win. To me, for me, to me. It just happened. It was out of my control, and I'm celebrating it. And I'm not sure where we're doing trick or treat. I have to decide that. We have candy. I made sure I got candy. I would like to do it here. I think my mom would like to do it at her place, so I don't think... I'll talk to my son. I'll see what he feels like. So we could go either way. What else is coming up this week? Is that all the plans I got? Oh, well, we'll get school on there. So we have a full week. We had a Friday off. Well, a couple Fridays off. Oh, I forgot to move this over. Let's just put it here. Oh, yeah, I'm just feeling super tired right now. So we'll finish up soon. And that'll be about it. What else happened this weekend? Or this week? Sorry, that magnet is hitting this. We had a lot of sunny weather here in the Seattle area. It was cold. It got down to freezing. We had, a couple icy mornings. Okay, I gotta move this. That's just causing problems. It was cool to see the frost. But, sorry, I can't see where I'm going here. There we go. But I'm also like, I still want to enjoy just the last bit of leaves falling. There. Dry that off a little. What else? What else? Let me look at monthly here. So we are like, we got the car in, so we're just looking here. So I'm going to get the reset out. And then, oh, and a B day. And this will be 30 days. Okay, Sunday the 5th. Let's put 30 days here. That's on my new med. So I know that I need to, well, technically I think it's here. No, it's here. I need to go in and get labs done. Do I have a note of that? Yeah, right here. I'm gonna go on Tuesday. Or I could go. Yeah, I'm gonna figure that out next week. And then we have a B day. Actually, let me see, make sure that dries. I also thought that I'm going to put 2 things here, recycling and a B day in that order. I thought I was done buying planners. I thought I was all done. And if any of you saw what came out on Friday, I will just say that much. I don't mean to gatekeep the information. But I don't know. If you're kind of want to make a guess which one came out Friday, I think it's the only one that came out Friday. Yeah, there was a little order submitted. So we'll see in a couple weeks. It's a new size for me. I only have one cover here that will work for it, and that's the plan, because it's not a proper cover for it, but it fits. So I will just say that. So we have recycling, and then we have here is our SB delivery, our milk delivery. I think that's about it. I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, should I continue on with the orange and everything? I will be doing another fall kit. It's not a kit. I just kind of use some theme stuff. It's from this person who made these, and it has lots of oranges in it. But I didn't want to keep using it. I wanted to split it up, and I love this. This is a lot more calm. It feels like November, entering November. And I think I'm going to use, just as I was looking through these, I feel like I want to use these. Again, sorry about the reflection. These for my monthly reset. Those just look really gorgeous. That's from Sterling Ink. So, okay. Let's just get this back part done. So I went into November here. So I'll get them, that's last week's. It's a bunch of notes from, you can look at that. It's about, what was this all called? It was free information. 7 days to less chaos. If you have a kid who is neurodivergent and other things. Oh, and then this is my what's in our freezer. I was making a list. So okay. So I'm going for, why is that not, that's not supposed to be on the same side. But this is, oh, I put that, it should have been here, 24. Okay, whatever, the 22nd. What was the 22nd? That's not a weekend. Oh, it is a Sunday. Where's my list for this week? Did I skip it? '22nd to the 5th. I guess it should have been the 29th here. And I just skipped right over it. Well, all well. All well. I'm like, why is it on the same side? That is so weird. Yeah, because we skipped one. Okay. Regardless, they're just empty pages back here right now. They're just empty. They can go wherever, really. And I'm not getting down on myself. I'm just like really tired. Okay. So I did my therapy. We kind of rescheduled it, but it worked out. I haven't watched as many fall movies, and we lit a candle here, but I want to do a little bit more this weekend. Got my podcast out, got this out. So yes, still working on those. Son had therapy. This new med is messing me up a little bit. Sleep was so-so, but I've been tracking it, and I've been drinking a ton of water today. These I still need to do. Let's see. So let me just transfer these over. Oh, these are different colors. Okay. Yeah. So, part of my reflections here. So I had a great talk with my son. There were some just really good family connections, just a lot more solid foundation. I love that. There was a short wait time on that call. So I call these all wins, right? They're not. So in my podcast, I talk about, in my definition, what helps me is to look for things outside of myself that I don't have control over that are going well. And I think, and actually I didn't really talk about this in it, but for me, that reminds me that there are good things outside of my control, that I don't always have to control everything. Planning is like a way of controlling things, right? So I do believe that you can totally call things wins that you do control. It's just totally up to you what helps encourage you more. So for me, seeing what worked I'm still celebrating what worked. So getting the car fixed. I wrapped up the October finances just today. I just had them all wrapped up so I know the balance going forward. Sometimes I'm kind of doing that into the next month, and it's really nice to just have like that stop time where you can say this is all October and this is all November. So I just, when I do that ahead of time, I feel much stronger in what's going on in our finances, like understanding it and knowing what's coming. So I worked really hard on that. That's not something that's outside of me that, when the transactions come and what transactions come up, sometimes that is out of my control. But right now I know like a stop point, and I worked really hard on that. Meds are working some. Meds are also not working. So it's okay to put them in both worked and didn't. I have to say, I did call the nurse's line first, and then I left messages with 2 of my doctors about it. And so, it's the weekend. I'll have to wait until they get back to me, probably mid next week. But I determined, I knew it wasn't an emergency, but I needed to talk to somebody to calm me down a little bit and just say, okay, this is what's happening. What's like the first step I can take? And so she was so awesome, so caring. I'm just really thankful for that. Let's see. What didn't work was, so morning shopping is when I stop by the grocery store on the way back. Yeah, because I wrapped up our October finances, We spent so much on food this month, but we were also filling up our freezer. It was kind of both. So our local store was having some really good sales on things, and I was tucking things away in the freezer. Like right now, we can't really fit much more in our freezer, which is nice. So it is kind of also nice to, like, we have all sorts of things in there. I'm just thinking, like, there's so many different meals that we can make out of stuff there. And that's like, to me, that calms me, because I know I do have kind of a relationship with food that gets me very uneasy when things are very low. But I also welcome the challenge of trying to use up what we have to. So I'm working through some things. So, but yeah, it was really expensive this month. It was way over budget, and we did hit some sales. So, we're okay. Like, that's what happens sometimes. And yeah, inflation is a total right now. But yeah, it was good to have that reflection of looking back and going, maybe I'll just stop once a week, not twice a week. Because I've never had access like this before, and the time to dart in and out when it's not busy at all. And to know, like, I'm entering a store with my mask on very quickly when there's not many people in there. Yeah, it's just nice to be able to pick up a couple things. But I don't go in if I don't have anything. Like, that's, like, if there's nothing on my list, I do not stop. But let's see. Oops. Maybe I'll put one more thing down there. I just want to put dots on these. Like, these are lonely. I just want to put some dots next to them. Boop. Oh, there is. I think we're going to have to do a Zoom call with the school. So that's under relationships. So going down, yeah, calling the nurse line was a really good idea. It's a lesson of, like, I can reach out, don't despair, connect. It made me really sad, but then I connected with people and it made me feel a lot better. Stick to my values was a lesson. So we're going to stop the store runs. To me also, I think my usual cadence is that we do really big shopping. And so it gives me more time to think and go, we don't need to just grab things. We can be really thoughtful. And so, like, we usually have this big shop every 3 weeks. And then we get like a few fresh things in between. But I have to say, it really does cut down on a lot of those impulse items. So yeah, but like yesterday I stopped to get some popcorn and some Rice Krispies because we're making some popcorn balls and some Rice Krispie treats this weekend. So, adjustments, yeah, like asking for help, and then quiet November. I really want a quiet November because I feel tired and I feel a little sick and felt a little sad. So like feelings is like body feelings and my feelings. So sad, embarrassed, and frustrated. Those are just some of the things I felt this week. So let me put dots next to these. So therapy this week, the pod and all that. I do have my website hosting for a different place, just my main site coming up. And it is going to be very expensive because I got it for 3 years at a cheap price. And now they're like, okay, you gotta pay more. I was trying to come up with a different way of saying that, and I really like this place. Usually I hop around to different hosts because I'm going to put this down here. Because I can code and I can, just do everything I can set up the website. I can do a whole website. by hand. It's just that I would have to find a new service, I think. But then I look at it, I'm like, I don't really need that much. So maybe it'd be better. I'm going to have to figure that out. I have some email addresses, but I think I might change those to Gmail. I could. Yeah, I'm just thinking aloud. So I'm going to start Quiet November. I'm just going to make it really big. Yeah, because we did the car, we zeroed out things, got little groceries. Still need to schedule some of these for the house. But that's okay. Okay, so that's our list going into next week. And then bringing those here. So that's what I did last time, because I don't really look back here that much. So I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm going to have the pod come here and the reset is coming here. And then Shopify and hosting. I have a few more weeks. I think it's like November 27th that they want me to renew. But it's not worth what they're wanting for it. Oh, I think that's a 3-year though. But still, it's going to be pricey for even 1 year. Let's see. So I have those on there, so I don't need to put that. I'm just going down the list now. I do want to have like a coffee morning with my husband. It's just kind of nice to sit there, whether we get it out or not. Docs. I'm just gonna. My docs are gonna get back to me about some things. We have to fill tank. I think both of our tanks. But I think I just need to use the points by Tuesday. So I'm going to put gas on Monday because I just have some points there to use up. Okay, I think I'll do that for now. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I do want to use the brown because this isn't really standing out very much. Let's see. What else can I do? I can put a little flower here. Yeah. I like that. Just put a little something. I think that's it. Here's for like a quiet start to November. Like Halloween's going to be a little chaotic. I really wish that Halloween was more like celebrated on a weekend. I mean, sometimes it lands on the weekend. I feel like it hops over weekends sometimes. But yeah, I think that's it. I can't put the meals in yet. I have this kind of started, but yeah, I think that's it. I'm sorry. This is all I have energy for, but I did get to 46 minutes. That's pretty good. And I'll let you guys know when I get my 2 more planners now. There's an Aura Estelle and the last one. I'll just say that, the last one. I'm excited. I still don't know exactly what I'll use. And that's kind of what Quiet November is about, is kind of recentering, seeing what I don't need. because I could resell them. And seeing if anyone else is interested in something maybe I don't use. So I'll make a video about that, about what I won't be using, so that you can know if you're interested. So I think that's it. I think the full moon is it tonight? Oh, it was this afternoon, I think. So I'm going to complete a little write-up about that. And then I think I'll flip to have this open. So we're coming off of a full moon there. That's it. Thank you, everyone. And oh, my battery's about to die. So I really enjoy everyone who comes back and leaves messages and notes and comments. Please like and subscribe on your way out. It really does help. I think I'm just within single digits here of 500, and I should do a little something to celebrate that. I think it'd be fun. Something a little fun to do. Take care, everyone. Have a good week. Bye.